let's go to Struggle's honorable mentions.
Let's
Run
see.
them out, run them down for us.
All right.
Oh my God.
My honorable mentions were Renfield, Cocaine Bear, Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, and Guardians of the Galaxy. I love comedy. I love Nicolas Cage and everything that comes along with him. And I thought Renfield was one of his better projects. I know he recently came out with something else where people are like dreaming of him. I haven't seen that one, but just my love for throwback Transylvania, old school Dracula movies and like slick slapstick esque comedy. I really enjoyed Renfield for that. Cocaine Bear was just fun. Cocaine Bear was just really, really fun. The premise, a bear running around the forest, high on cocaine. Don't need anything else, along with some children running around in the forest, high on cocaine. I don't need anything else. I'm just here to laugh. Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget. Chicken Run is one of my favorite animations like ever. I love it. And the fact that they came out with a part 2 and it wasn't terrible after all this time, and they were able to encapsulate me again to why I love that animation in the first place. It's available on Netflix. I love that. And we already spoke to Guardians of the Galaxy being, absolutely a tearjerker and a moving situation.
I didn't
As
do
far as
honor, but I got my honorable mentions.
Okay, go for it.
One, there's an actor named Coleman Domingo who you might know. He was the voice of Unicron in Rise the Beasts. He plays Mr. Danny Glover's part in the new Color Purple.
Yes.
And he was in a movie called Rustin. And he basically plays Bayard Rustin, who was the man who planned the March on Washington. And he was kind of Martin Luther King's right-hand man. And to be honest, I didn't know much about him at all until I saw this movie. And I thought this movie was terrific. I really love him as an actor. I mean, he's he won an Emmy for being on Euphoria of all things. I mean, if you look at his IMDb, he's an incredibly diverse performer. He can do anything. He's a really great actor, and I thought it was a real star-making turn. I don't know if he's going to get an Academy Award nomination, but you can see this movie on Netflix. I think it's worth. I love historical stories that tell me things I don't know, and I thought this was a really fine film. And along the same lines, my second honorable mention is Maestro. I really liked Maestro a lot. I love Leonard Bernstein. I grew up listening to Leonard Bernstein work, and I didn't know much about the man. Bradley Cooper both directed this. I think he wrote it too, and stars as Leonard Bernstein.
Definitely directed it.
Yeah, and he directed Star is Born. He's a great director. And I thought it was the movie was incredible, and it's maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but both of these movies were, again, they're biopics, and I'm a sucker for biopics and people that were basically contemporaries as well. So really enjoyed both movies and both performances, both Bradley Cooper's and Coleman Domingo's. Wow.
Okay, my honorable mentions. Honorable. Que Viva Mexico, which is by one of my favorite Mexican directors, Luis Estrada. Oh God, it's such a great tale. Really, what he's a master of is where Mexico is at in the political social world at that time. Since I can remember Luis doing films, early 90s, all the way up to now, he depicts it in his films. So the left aren't spared, the right aren't spared. No one's spared in his films. Que Viva Mexico stars Alfonso Herrera, Ana de la Reguera, and just that the tale is this family that owns, they're so poor, but yet they own a gold mine, but they don't know exactly how much gold they have. The upstart son who comes back to try to first sell everything after the father dies discovers what they have, and hilarity, satirical comedy ensue. It's really it's not one of his best films, but it's really good. And a lot of his films you can catch on Netflix. It is in Spanish, and great characters, including the incredible Damian Alcazar, who played Blue Beetle's dad in the film Blue Beetle, the same actor. But to see him act in Spanish, it's just a whole different onda. Blue Beetle. It's my honorable mention. I absolutely adore the film. It's a gem of a superhero film in a world of terrible superhero films this year. And we'll get to that in a minute. Air, Talk to Me. We talked about it. Radical, we talk about it. Those are all just very very entertaining films this year.